Oh, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's enjoying this nice fall-like weather. Nice cool night. Uh, it's a gorgeous night out, really. A little cool, but it's that time of year. Um, so doing a little talking. Sorry. Uh, got a couple of guys talking to me about some motors. Some got some stuff changing. Got some builds coming up finally. Been a long time coming. So anyway, hey John, how you doing? Got a little late start. Been moving stuff around and taking care of stuff and cleaning up and because they're kind of throwing that ugly word around. Really hope we don't get that before Halloween. But yeah, so we've been out moving stuff around and getting ready to. Oh yeah, the blast video. Yeah, haven't tried that, and it's getting to the temperature's getting a little cold, so I've got to hurry up and get that figured out and get that working so we can get Snowball back together and ready for winter. So yeah. Um, yeah, Roger, come up and. Oh yeah, Ken, it's going pretty good. Moved a lot of stuff around. Got a couple of Rogers um, vehicles up. I'm gonna have to see if we can get underneath them and start ripping stuff out. Hey, Tweet, how you doing? So yeah, it's kind of been an interesting day. Things are kind of going. So got another motor knocked down, and it was said to be a one thing, and come to find out, it was just a plain Jane 350. It wasn't anything close in the crank. It's been a long time since I tore a motor down that were all the mains and rods through the entire motor were gold color because that's how bad the crankshaft is chewed up. It's been a long time. I mean, pretty much all the rods bearings stayed stuck to the crank. I had to pry them off because they were starting to pinch the crank. So, yeah, he's probably about a lap or two away from blowing the motor up and not having anything. So, yeah, that's why I was thinking with the blast and tip. That's why they. Uh, well, Tweet, what vehicle are you losing? Mine's doing that, and I think I finally found it. It's the heater hose connection up on the firewall. It looks like she's leaking down the insulation under the hood. So, yeah, Vortec 43. Yeah, it's probably the intake gasket then. Yeah, more than likely the intake gasket. Common problem on those in the 5.7s. Yeah, I know the blaster kind of wanted to do it, but it just kind of bloop bloop, and yeah. And I don't know what's going on around here. Today I noticed they're taking out the crops, which is normal, but I ain't never seen so many snakes on the move as I have today. There's a couple of dead ones up there, And once I never seen snakes move at harvest, so I thought that was kind of strange. So, but yeah. So yeah, we've been cleaning up, moving junk, and moving some vehicles around just in case that 4-letter word does come. But I hear the Rockies is supposed to get up to 2 foot Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's going to be I don't want a long winter. I really don't want a long winter, but hey, we're going to get what Mother Nature throws at us. So, yeah, yeah, John, I agree with you there. By the way, it's nice that I can use my power washer again because, like this motor I tore. Hey, reason the motor I tore down, I power washed it off before working on it, so I didn't wear all the. He had a power steering leak and some valve covers leaked, and so it was nice to power wash it off. And since I was tearing the motor clear down, I didn't care if I got water in it or not, and it didn't hurt anything. So, kind of nice to be able to clean stuff up, and so. But yeah, otherwise, just doing what we can, keeping on going, trying to move forward, and get some things taken care of that need to be taken care of, and just takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. A lot of leaves are falling off here, so and I got to remember I got to keep the insulin on hand because I went a few days this week without it, and kind of messed my system up again. I just seen looks like all the way from Texas to Oklahoma to Kansas. There's some pretty bad storms moving through down there. But otherwise, yeah. So far, our weather is cold. Our lows are getting down there at night. Let's see. We are going to be. Well, we're already down to 58 tonight. Wow. Oh, low tonight. We got another 10 degrees to go. Low tonight, 48. And 71 for a high tomorrow. 73, 73. Oh, no, 71, 73, 68, 60, 56, 61. Friday. They've changed that. We're going down to 36. That's getting really close. Yeah, I guess might have to keep cleaning up out in the yard and getting stuff moved. So if it does, got someplace to pile this stuff. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm a little late getting here tonight. Cousin was here and we were still doing things, and I really like my little jump pack that I've had for quite a while. Makes it nice because some of those vehicles out here, you got to have feeling pretty good now. Got to have power to be able to shift them out of park. And we moved a couple of Rogers today and worked pretty good. Hey, Ohio, how you been? Oh. Yeah, I got a thing that said I could have went. Supposedly I had free tickets or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I stayed home. I actually sat at the house and watched television with Mama Bear for a while last night. We found a couple of different shows, but yeah, we got some builds going on, and I think tomorrow I got to mess with the grandkids for a little bit, and then I can get out here and get a couple of builds going, and I think we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit. Maybe the old barn, get some the OSB replaced on that, get it sealed up, weather tight, and I'm going to throw some of this extra stuff of mine into there to get it out of here to kind of free up the room for this winter. Hey, Rod, how you doing? We're doing pretty good. Oh, and for the ones that you want to know, guess what? Here in the next few weeks, Mama Bear's finally getting a surgery. They are finally going to go in and get that gallbladder out, and hopefully that will get her to be able to eat again and get feeling better. Don't know what happened because the last guy we talked to said he couldn't touch her. And, well, when we went for the last visit and we told him what he said, now, well, I think it's another doctor in that office is going to take care of Mama Bear's gallbladder for her. So, yeah. And of course, she's nervous. She's like, if this don't work, I'm like, I'm really hoping it fixes her. It would be nice that she could be able to sit there and eat. She made a good supper last night, and yep, about 10, 15 minutes later, she's over there just hurting. She's like, I'm good as long as I don't eat. So yeah, Mama Bear's getting pretty good. Going to finally get, hopefully, the help she needs. And the new grandson, he's almost 4 weeks old already. It doesn't seem possible. He's growing like a weed. He's almost put on a pound over what he was born at. So I honestly don't know a reason what they've tried with her or remember what it was. No, I don't want to restart the computer right now. I know they tried a couple of different things and it wasn't it didn't do her any good. Actually, she got worse, so she stopped taking the medicine, kind of improved, but so hopefully, so that's good. Squirrel, she's enjoying her second job, so yep. Otherwise, things, like I said, finally turning around, starting to look a little bit better, and hopefully get there. I know, and I leave it on during the week, and it doesn't ever do it, and then Sunday night comes along, even though it tells me it's out of updates. So I don't know. I guess I'll leave it run more this week, but yeah. Otherwise, just doing what we can, enjoying the time, and trying to keep things going. Yeah. I noticed Firefox has been doing a lot of updates too. So, but yeah, the crops are flying out of the fields around here. Beans are gone here, which is nice. Help move some vehicles around. Didn't have to be so careful pulling them. Okay. Oops. Oh, well, I guess it'll be gone here in a little bit anyway. Don't need the lid. Hey, Sean, what's up? Well, not too much. Enjoying a nice, cool fall air. Yeah, I don't have my fan blowing high. I just got it on low because I kind of I know I took my insulin when I left the house this morning, and I was going to take a little more this afternoon. Then I'm like, oh, nope, I forgot. So I know I forgot because I went to take my shot and I didn't have a syringe in there. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. So, well, crap, maybe I didn't take my insulin this morning. Whoops. That explains why I'm a little warm. No, I did because, yeah, I remember as I pushed it in, the needle bent. Yeah. Family's doing pretty good. Riker's growing. He's already up to, oh, God. He's almost 8 pounds, so he's almost put on a pound already. As like, you just missed it. Mama Bear's going to be getting a surgery here pretty quick, so yes, it's going to be laparoscopic. She did get told that. And she had quite a fight to get this going because she called the doctor's office because the doctor said, well, we ain't going to do the surgery without a physical. So you get a physical with your regular doctor and we'll get you going. So she called last week and, well, she hadn't heard anything. So she called them the other day. What's going on? Well, you don't have a surgery schedule, so we're not going to do a physical. So, yeah, you guys know Mama Bear. Mm-hmm. She politely had to explain to the gal why the physical needed to be done before the surgery could get scheduled. And they're like, well, it only lasts for 2 weeks. And the surgeon says, no, a physical is good for 30 days. So, yeah. I tell you. And got to go get the old fake test done. So they'll, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, Mama Bear's, to get this point has been a fight for her. So, but hopefully when it's all said and done, she'll be able to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner this year and Christmas and be able to, whoa, Mike, wow, was that in the plans at all, or is this a new suggestion that they came up with? I thought you were just going to get by with radiation and that, so now they're talking maybe surgery? Wow. My goal for next year is to stay away from the doctors for the whole year. Thank you, Reason. Yeah. Oh, so if the tumor's gone, then you don't need it. But if the tumor's still there, they're going after it, kind of thing. So yeah, tomorrow I got to fire up the old hot tank, throw some parts in, clean them up, and okay, that's good. That's good. I'm really hoping that they can do it without the surgery, Mike. Hopefully the radiation done its job and got that taken care of for you. Yeah, I've been trying to drink more water, a lot more water. But yeah, I ended up going 4 days without insulin, which ended up and kind of hit me last night when I was having trouble with something, and I'm like, oh yeah, that does. And but it kind of got straightened out. Kind of took today a little easier than I should have, but uh, last chemo tomorrow. Okay, well, I'll be thinking about you, Mike. Oh, and the landlord's finally going to do something for the kids' house. They've had a leaky roof, and they're finally going to turn into it next weekend. So, I guess. Which reminds me, I got to take my air pump home into my jump pack. So, get that car started, bring it out here, put it in the lineup, and see what happens next spring. Yep. My neighbor was talking to me about that too. Since we took the lilac bushes out, going to be interested to see how the snow blows through here this winter. We figured out those lilac bushes were pushing between 75 and 90 years old, and they made a pretty good snow fence. Now I have nothing to stop the snow, so either maybe it's going to blow on through and it won't bury my driveway so bad, or I might have more snow in my driveway than I've ever had. So I really hope not, but yeah. But otherwise, yeah. I've talked to a few people, and I've had a nice talk with a gentleman from Chicago yesterday. Ended up talking to him off and on for about 2 hours yesterday. So, well, hey, thanks for saying that, because then that reminded me to take this key off too. Thank you. Now it says if Grandpa can't fix it, we're all screwed. So, yeah. Son-in-law got that, or got me a couple shirts. Where to put this so I don't forget where it's at? You know what? Right here. I'm going to just do. This is the key to the parts Trailblazer. So, yeah, the son-in-law, he's seen it and he had to get it for me. So, yeah, and it's nice and loose and comfy too. So, oh. Well, then you guys know, and Mama Bear and I got talking about that. I got that old camper sitting out back. I am seriously, and Mama Bear and I kind of talked about this the last couple of nights. I am seriously about ready to go and take that camper all the way down to the frame. Leave the gray water and the fresh water tank and all that stuff. Leave all that. And maybe look in and give that frame a good inspection. Make sure that nothing's rusted out, no welds are broke. If the frame is good and things work out next year or so, we're thinking about turning that into our own custom camper, which would be fun for us. Another reason why I want to get Snowball going again. So, might be doing a little carpentry stuff again. I don't know. We'll see. You gotta have something planned to do. Otherwise, you're just going to sit around and twiddle your thumbs and not really get going with anything. So yeah, that. And if it ends up that frame isn't any good, there's some paraxles I could put under another trailer and make a nice water trailer so we can haul water out here and have more water access for power washing or whatever else out here next summer. So, but yeah, otherwise, that little pump from Harbor Freight, that actually kept up and done pretty good. And the power washer actually worked pretty good. And that's another thing too. Like I said in the one video, I want to say, and got one of the buddies when we were using these, says I thought it revved a little higher. So I might have to get in there and make sure all the linkages and everything are loose and not something hasn't stuck up. Because yeah, I didn't think it set that long, but it's set for about 5 years in the corner of the shop. So yeah. Went back through some old videos and that, and removed some and deleted some, and it was like 2015-16 when Mama Bear and I took that trip and went to Indiana and up to Port Huron and Rockford, Illinois. So it doesn't seem like it's possible to be that long ago already, but I guess time flies when you're having fun. But so yeah. And like I told Mama Bear, just make sure the camper ain't over height. I said that way rebuild the front of it a little taller so we could set up in the bed and not have to hit our heads. so yeah, that could be a build that takes place next year or the year after. Have to see how the world's turning by then. So had the grandkids out here the other day and they had a blast. And we were playing red light, green light with the kids and didn't think nothing of it. Now I see this. There's a movie out there. Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. And they kind of looked funny at me when I said Red Rovers and Mason over, and they're like, we did that too. And they kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about, Grandpa? So, anybody here? I see the chat has stopped again. I don't know if it's working or not. Let's see if George is happening to be in here. No, nothing from George this weekend yet. I heard a little bit of. Okay. How'd the races come out? I heard a little bit of it on the radio while we were moving stuff around, but I didn't pay attention. But I guess I'm kind of looking forward to next year again. So, I got contacted by somebody, so might be back playing in the dirt next year again. So that'll be some putting rice in the microwave. Oh, what'd you do? Drop it in your bathtub water again, trying to dry it out, Mike? Yeah, I'm not sure Mama Bear's lurking in the background or what, but yeah, still can't figure out why she can't get on here and make any comments or do anything. So, but yeah, this motor I tore down the other day, the exhaust valves are so far into the heads that there is no metal left to put a seat into. I haven't seen since that 80 over motor that I done. Those heads were pretty bad. These were probably worse. Oh, hey, George. Yep, George is here, so okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'll read that later. Okay. Actually, I think Squirrel's at work, so she's probably not watching. I think Squirrel could, but yeah, Mama Bear still can't. I don't know. Now I'll have to ask Squirrel. I don't remember. Yeah. The benefits of getting old. You start forgetting the. Yeah. See, I already forgot. Yeah, I got to look up some parts and check and see if they're available. It could be interesting to get stuff built, but hey, where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, that's like I said, Ken. It's been a long time since I opened up a motor, and they were just gold. And then when I seen it was turn 1010, some of the scratches in there, I think if you ground it 30 under, you'd probably still have a trace of the scratches on the mains. Yeah, I don't see how he had any oil pressure. I told him the old saying is they run good before they go, and he about probably had it really close to going. So, yeah, the story is it came out of a street car, then it sat for 6 years, and then he needed a motor, so they threw it in and ran it 3 nights. So, and they were a set old 441 head, so those were pre-emission, so they were non-hardened seats, so that's why the seats are ate out of it so bad. Now I was kind of wondering when I went to undo the rocker arms, I could see some of the nuts were down the normal spot and some were up higher, and I was like, but the studs didn't move. Well, there's no exhaust seats left, so they just kept backing them off to try and get it to seal up. So, yeah, Mike, that's true. That's true. So, oh man. Yeah, definitely. That motor definitely was in that condition. Yes. So I told him, I said, you thought you had fun with that one. Wait till we get it freshened up and get it running like it's supposed to. He's like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be nice. So, might have about 3 or 4 motors running around, some figure eights and some circle track next year. So, That'll be nice. Kind of be nice to get back into the groove the way things were going there for a while. So, yeah, with temperatures like this, I think I can put the lawnmower away for this winter and not have to worry about it, which be kind of a good thing too. Wait until all the leaves drop, maybe mulch them up, and then put her away. Keep the grass short so there's nothing there to hold that white stuff that comes, the frozen rain that comes, so it just kind of blows on through. uh, so yeah, I noticed the wildlife has been on the move. The coons and possums and skunks have been really moving lately. Last night, a friend of mine was going home and they almost collected a couple of deer. So yeah, wildlife getting crazy like that, it kind of tells you the air's about ready to change. And I'll be happy because these cattle lots I got to drive by going home will be frozen. Maybe don't stink near as bad. I know they're feeding them that mush stuff left over from the ethanol plant, but boy, cattle yards don't smell like cattle yards used to. It's getting rather. It's almost to the point where you'd rather smell a hog confinement than the cattle yard. So, yeah, I was kind of hoping to be like 1999 because that's the year I built this building and we poured concrete October. It was either mid-October or very first part of November, and up until 3 days before Christmas, 3 days before Christmas is when we turned the power on here, and the day 4 days before Christmas was the last time I mowed. So yeah, the third day before Christmas, it started snowing because I remember standing out there at the light pole and unhooking the wires that were a plug-in over there and hooking up the wires that go to the building here and turning on the power in here. We were standing in snow. Had leather gloves on and a steel ratchet in there. The crazy stuff you do to just get power sometimes. And yep. Then I finally got them to come in and finally put a shut off or pole switch on. That's it. So when I need to do stuff, I can shut that off and everything will be dead. So okay, sweet, yeah. Well, I don't know what the heck's going on with gas. Our gas went from 294. Was it 294 Wednesday? Today it is 304 now. Shot up. I was like, yeah, I went 294, 299, I think, and now it's 304. Yeah, that's. I guess they're getting that winter blend out, huh? Whatever. Boy, there's so much other I want to talk about, but I don't want to get the live stream shut down and all that. yeah, Mike. Yeah, I need a battery for another pickup, and yeah, it's about 140, 160 bucks. Yeah, reason. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reasoning to what's taking place here anymore. I mean, when you got a 16-year-old girl getting trespassed and arrested for going to school, I'm sure y'all have heard that story. Um, yeah, it's anyway. Yeah, so we got the few motors to put together now, which is going to be nice. And well, getting these motors together will help clear up the shop too. So yeah, I'm about. And you notice what's getting harder and harder to find? Did they stop making wood burners? If you think about it, when was the last time you seen any place that had a fireplace or wood burner thing for sale that used real wood? I've now noticed that. I'm like, you could find wood burners all over the place, and there is nothing like a good old wood fire stove heat. That soaks into your bones. It just relaxes you. Feels good. So yeah, I got about 3 stumps. I need to have probably one more burn on each one of them. Will get the stumps gone. Ooh, excuse me. Then I can fill them in with dirt and mow over them and not have to mow around them. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah. I wonder how his new plant's going because I know what this summer when they were doing construction that was underwater because it turned into a river going right through where he built that. So that ought to be interesting when they're trying to build cars and heavy rain comes and they got to head to the second, third floor to get out of the water. Maybe they forgot about that reason. Maybe, yeah. Well, and I had one of the chains I used to get parts through. Uh, Kind of said something that kind of got me a little concerned too, because the chain that I use is a pretty popular one, and I'm flirting with them. I kind of get the got to get the part numbers, then call them anymore. I mean, and called on. We were trying to find shackles, rear leaf spring shackles, 2008 Dodge 2500 pickup, rear shackles. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Find them all over online. Well, this specific chain I used, they in their notes says no longer available from manufacturer. They can't even order them. They can't even say, "Hey, we need these. Can you kick out a few?" No longer available. I said, "But they're all over on the internet." They go, "Yeah, we're starting to notice that. Uh, this part chain is starting to notice parts are being told to them they're no longer available, but people are finding them online." And I said, "Well, I kind of noticed something like that's going on." And they said, "Yeah, it's getting worse, and we're starting to notice it that the parts houses are not being allowed to get parts or a lot of their stuff." And they said it's for stuff that's more than 10 years old, all of a sudden not available or can't get, or it's on such a ridiculous back order, you know, you're never going to get them. So the parts houses are starting to see the trend come to where things are not going to be available. So I said, well, that's one way. I guess they stopped making parts to keep our old stuff going. Well, what are you going to do with a vehicle when you need parts and you can't get them? So it's getting scary. What's going on? Every Walmart battery I've used, Mike, has not made it through the warranty period. I don't. Back in the day, I used to use Walmart a lot, But these Walmart batteries of today, I cannot get them to go through warranty. That's when I just went back to buying them from the parts houses, getting the true good batteries, and then get 5 to 6 years out of them. So yeah, it's going to prove interesting to see. But what do we do? Just keep up, get up, wake up every day, keep on going. That's about all a person can do. So, anybody working on any fun projects or anything out there? A couple of the channels I used to watch, finally, I'm getting notifications for. I don't know what the deal was on why I wasn't, but what is that new series by Power Nation? Well, they just did a outdoors build of a 350 Chevy. I thought that was kind of cool to do it. Just like, hey, you need a motor, you got to put one together. So they did it in the parking lot, and that's being in the parking lot would probably be better than doing it out in the field here. I'll tell you, I would have wanted to try building a motor lately with the windmill traffic and farmers going by. That motor would have been so full of dust, you would have started it up and would have custom ground its parts as you fired it up to break it in. It's been dusty, dirty. Yeah, engine power. Thank you. Yes, Ken. So that's been kind of fun to watch here lately. So yeah, that's kind of. Then the one show was called Two Chicks and a Hammer. They remodel houses and that. And Mama Bear's like, boy, it'd be nice to get into doing that. I said, she said, yeah, we're too old. I said, no, we're not too old. The problem is finding reliable, consistent help to get you through that house remodel like that. She goes, yeah, that would be the hard part. So, yeah, I'm really hoping for Mama Bear's benefit that this surgery takes care of her issues and gets her back to being herself again. So, I ain't sure what I did with my elbow, but I like these blowers that the cordless people have come out with, but and I've got a couple of brands of them, and I've noticed the one unfortunate thing between those was having the nice cordless blowers. They kill your batteries fast, real fast. I mean, not usable, but they just drain them down fast. Okay. Just a second, I got a question from the kid. Talk about squirreling, and then she got a hold of me. The indoor wood burners, George, is what I'm talking about. George, when I did the coils and spark plugs on the one Trailblazer, I didn't do anything. I just took them out of the box, put them in, and didn't have any problems with that. Okay, Mike, yeah. Too bad we weren't close reason. because we dunk her and you could be putting her together. Yeah, about the only way I could justify having that evaporuses, so I ended up buying it offline off that supplier, and got the cost down even with the shipping. And that's like the guy I talked to out by Chicago yesterday. He was about tempted to bring me a motor yesterday, but he Google mapped it, and he was right at almost 7 hour drive one way. I'm a wow, yeah, that would be a. So I kind of know where he's at. He told me, well, he's just down the. He said the Ford plant is just down the street from him there. So I'm like, oh, I know the area you're in. So yeah, that poor guy there. He's had his motor redone twice, and it still ain't right. So. Oh, Sean, that's no fun. That definitely is no fun. Well, that's what these motor builds I got going on. Place we're going to use. It could be 6 to 8 weeks before we get the stuff back, which, yeah, I'd like to have it sooner, but unfortunately, haven't got my hands on my own boring bar or anything, so. Oh, you've never had the valve cover off it yet? Or the cover off it yet? Well, I don't see what it would hurt. I mean, I guess maybe you should probably grease them to keep them from sticking. Um, so if you do have to change another coil pack, it might make it easier to do that, or just doing a simple spark plug change or whatever. Yep. And great grandma gets to go for checkup, and hopefully she gets a good report. So yeah, here I began to show. I said my goal is to stay away from the doctors, and everybody else is heading for the doctors. So, oh well. Yeah. Yeah, and as I was riding around with the tractor today, fall time's the best time to trim trees, right? Because all the sap should be pulling back into the tree, and I got a bunch of low lying branches I need to take off before they take me off the tractor. I didn't think that many grew this summer, but they sure did. Oh, let's see. Squirrel finally answered me. Ah, okay. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll wait till the leaves fall. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely put anti-seize on those in that aluminum head. Otherwise, they'll come out hard. Very hard. So, Sean, did you have any luck finding block yet, or I haven't come across any here yet either. Yeah, it was kind of fun having the tractor going tonight. Uh, and it was nice having help because I wasn't climbing up and down the tractor, and I'd pull up, set the bucket down, and Roger'd load stuff up, and then I'd lift it up, go put it. uh, where I wanted it for, where I'm trying to get the stuff put away for the winter. So, uh, goal is to have it where whoever helps push snow, or if I actually get a plow for my truck, uh, I don't have to worry about running over stuff. So, but yeah, if it keeps getting this cold, the other project might have to wait till next spring or so. But that show Mom Bear and I was watching, she said, "Well, I'm about ready to take our house down to the bones and redo it." I'm like, "Yeah." I was thinking at the same time, if we go that far, we just will take it all the way down to the ground, bring it out here, and assemble it as a one story house. Tonight our cold low is supposed to be 48. And what was that? I said Thursday. Let me look again here. Yeah, Thursday our low. No, Friday. Friday we're supposed to be down to 36 for a low. So no, that's going. Oh, okay. Seeing a lot of flashing lights. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Mike. I've been so hot so long this year, and then it got down to the six. And the funny thing is, we keep our house about 62, 63 during the winter. So when it would be 62, 63 outside, you think you could run around without a coat. And I had to put my jacket on today. It was downright cold. But I suppose that wind is what makes the difference from between being in the house uh, and outside. Yeah, I'd open the windows up here too, George. But since they've been doing these crops, those little bitty bugs and gnats, extremely terrible this year. So, well, come on, squirrel. What did you need? Oh, what are you doing? Now I'm going through the old videos too. I figured out the cat's been around here since about 2011. Somebody shared a link with me to a place that was looking for some cores. I tried calling them the other day and nobody answered, and you couldn't even leave a message. So, but I see they must have. Hey, everything's okay with squirrel. Just wanted to make sure. Um, and yeah, they must have got overwhelmed with people with 350s, and that is yeah. Yeah, we got some electric space heaters we use, and um, it might be cheaper to go buy another one of those battery operated DeWalt space heaters and run those. That little space heater, I've used that out here a couple of times and Kind of anxious to see how this place does this winter with the new roof because I noticed I don't have the wind coming. Granted, I had shingles, but it just seems like after putting that tar paper, no, not the tar paper, that the paper down and then the shingles, the wind noise and the little bit of draft I used to have seem to be gone. It doesn't make any sense, but few mosquitoes, but haven't seen any box elder bugs yet. Are those Asian beetles? Those Asian beetles, I did see two, and they weren't the ladybugs. They were actually two Asian beetles, but yeah, those things, God bless those things. When they brought them over here trying to take care of another thing that was in the beans. Oh my God, they don't taste good. Don't ask me how, I know why. Oh my God. When were eating some pizza and I thought I'd drop a piece of sausage, popped out of my mouth, it went crunch and I about lost it. Oh, yeah. They don't, those Asian beetles don't have a good flavor to them. Yeah, it's strange on how some stuff is very popular to have and some stuff you can't get rid of. Yeah. I can't think of. And then here, yeah, a few weeks ago, an old man in the shop was talking about a guy taking them to the scrapper. I'm like, oh man, that. One of my lawnmowers I got. I saved from a scrapper one time, seen it on the back of a scrap trailer, and I told that guy, I said, "You really scrapping that?" He said, "Yeah, it's going in." I said, "How much would you take for it?" And it was a complete mower. It was just $20. I'm like, "Yeah, bring it over." So he brought it to my house, dropped it off because I caught him at the gas station going through, and I got it running, and it was running pretty good. The deck was messed up, but I've got. Oh, there's Mama Bear. I don't know if she's watching, but yeah, you're funny. She said, "Yeah, supper's ready, but it's horrible." Yeah, right. She. uh, I guess I'll get my pole saw out, go trim some trees, and add to the bomb. Actually, what I'll trim off the trees, I'll use on these couple of stumps I want to finish burning off. See if she answers. Yeah, I think she's lurking here, watching us. I don't know. She says, "Yeah, I know." And I don't know about any of you guys out there. I really like to know what happened to September. I can't believe we're in the October already. Grandkids got a bunch of pumpkins. I know they're waiting to carve them a little closer till. So they were excited. So yeah. And their grandpa from his side is going to give up his gardening, which he's old enough that he probably should be. And yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to take care of a blood blister that the tractor steering wheel gave me. That's always fun when the hard plastic slides on you. My yeah, I've got the battery operated chainsaws, leaf blower, hedge trimmer, all that stuff, and I definitely do like the battery operated over the gas. Ouch. Because I don't have to sit there and yank forever to get it to start. And it's not so hard on my hearing either. And if you ask Mama Bear, I have enough trouble hearing the way it is. So, yeah. Somebody must be trying to get crops out tonight because they. There we go. Finally. Oh. That feels better. Yeah, I got the battery operated stuff. Oh, crap. 2018, maybe 19, 18. Yeah, it was definitely 18, maybe even 17. I don't know. They've held up pretty good. I've been really happy with them. So, haven't seen any more of the raccoons. So, my neighbor must have got them all trapped. Otherwise, they're hiding. Yeah, the DeWalt chainsaw I've got. And she got, oh, you're talking smack. I'm like, no, we're not talking. No. Oh, that was cool, Mike. That was cool. Well, some outfits on the move tonight. Oh, I suppose they're probably hauling that wonderful smelling stuff again. Time to clean out the pig barns. That would be about right because they just took out the beans 2 nights ago. So, yeah. I hope not because, well, maybe it's a good thing I got to mess with the grandkids tomorrow. Let's see. Mike, Mom Bear says, tell Mike that was cool. So, yep, Mama Bear's here, guys. So, all right, quit talking. We're going to quit talking about, I mean, hi, Mama. uh, the dirt motor is setting until I get some rings for it. And I got to get my liners for the heads. Trying to fix the 2 guides. So, hey, there's Trouble. Hey, Cantana, how you healing up, buddy? Is that why the gas is going up, Mike? Well, great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, that's good, Matt. I don't mind the gas powered stuff, but when it don't start and it's about the third or fourth yank and you slip this on and pull the trigger. That's what I like. That's how we get Mama Bear wound up. We just charge her up and pull the trigger. Hey, you said you got your little generator running better. Did you ever go ahead and get that one from your boss? Hey, Ivor, how you doing? See what George said here. Oh yeah, that would definitely help the stumps burn up. Oh yeah, hey, you kind of give me an idea there, George. And Mama Bear, George says hi, and he goes, "Yeah, you're right there. Gas powered yard equipment blanks. When it's brand new, it'll start about every pull, but about third day of using them constant, it's like, or my luck." You kidding? String still up here. Yeah, that's usually what happens to me. Oh, okay. I've got the pole saw too. That was a definitely be careful when you're using it up high in the tree. Yeah. Make sure you do an undercut under where you're going to cut through so that way it doesn't pinch your blade. And you have your neighbor come up with his tractor, you get in the bucket, he's lifting you up in the tree so you can use your other chainsaw to cut that chainsaw. Yeah. Don't ask me how I know how though. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't know whatever happened. Oh god, I can't remember the brand, but I had picked they I remember the sticker on them. They had a little Christmas tree for their brand insignia, but I can't remember the name of it. And my dad had the old mono chainsaws. Anybody remember those? Those things, if they didn't start, they were a real pain in the butt. But once they started, those things had cut 24 hours a day. If you could fill them on the flow, they would have stayed running. Well, I picked up a smaller mono chainsaw that somebody had left set, and it got stuck. And I used to have some lead window weights, which I don't know whatever happened to those. And I'd sprayed that cylinder with WD-40 and that. And this was when I was a lot younger. And luckily, it was about halfway through the stroke. And I sat there, and I'd take a little bottle torch, heat it a little bit, and then I sit there with that lead. That sat there with the lead and tried moving the piston. And by God, I got it broke loose and got the piston out, cleaned her up, and I actually found the rings for that thing. And my dad's like, that thing's never going to run. And got that thing fired up, and my dad stopped using his big one and took over that one. But now that I'm talking about them, I have no idea what ever became of those chainsaws. Yeah, the bar oil. Yeah. Well, my pole saw hasn't leaked yet. It hasn't. Now the chainsaw. Yeah, the chainsaw version of the cordless. I have had issues with the bar oil leaking out. That's true there, Sean. Well, our yard in town's not that big, and I see DeWalt's come out with the cordless. Well, everybody's got the cordless push mowers, and the one that should pay attention since the season's getting over. Maybe they'll drop the price on the one at the display over at the store, and uh, battery operated one would be perfect for our yard in town, and it would even be something that Mama Bear could push around because it's not a heavy thing. But yeah, so yeah, electric stuff has its place in this world, but as an electric car, I don't think we're there. We're not there. And then I've caught bits and pieces of it. Now, just the other thing I've noticed, now they're trying to go after pickup trucks, trying to ban the sale of pickup trucks. Um, it just, uh, yeah. I'm sorry. Pickup trucks about this the only thing this big old bear fits. Oh, yeah. Your little generator's old enough. There ain't no primer to that. Yeah, Matt. I think you're right. Um, and I've heard it from a couple of different places. Right. I mean, I felt like we were all about ready to wake up from the worst nightmare we've ever had. Yeah, if they're equipped with a primer, it's not too bad. Hey, Greg. Well, I hope it works for you, buddy. Yeah, the power washer, when I get done with that, I shut the gas off and run all the gas out of the carburetor just to make sure. So if they do they feel that the radiation's working for you, Greg, or too early to tell yet? Yeah, let's see if Mama Bear said anything. Nope. He's so far so good. Okay, good. I'm really about ready to go get myself weighed because I'm noticing stuff's getting looser again. Right? The real gas back in the day. I mean, I used to take gas out of cars that sat in the junkyard for years, and everybody said, "You're crazy." I said, "What?" I drop the tank, and if it looks clean and smells like gas, I put it in. And there was one batch of gas. I don't know what it was. It came out of an old, like a early '60s model car, and it was potent stuff. I put that in, and that was the best gas mileage I ever got with my old Malibu. Yeah, it just. And I don't ever. About the only time I knew a gas tank to go really bad is if the cap was off, and then that's when it really turned the varnish. But yeah, that kind of sounds like you there, Mike. The Omega Man. Hmm. I don't ever remember hearing about one of that. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to take us 10 years to miss what we have right now. High water. I really don't think it's going to take that long. Right? No, it's kind of a wonderful idea, but I just don't think electric cars are the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen I Am Legend. I seen that one. Oh, okay. I think I now know what you're talking about, Mike. Yep. Here, check the. Oh, hey, perfect timing. Hmm. That's might what I have to do. I might end up cleaning the hot tank because I got plenty of water out in the back of the truck right now. To I wouldn't even have to pail it into there because I could run the garden hose right. Hey, yeah. I might actually change the water in my hot tank. Get some clean, fresh water and some fresh soap in there. Probably work pretty good again. That might be a project tomorrow. And wash everything Tuesday that I need to. Hmm. That's right. Reason that you got a point there. Right. I just and yeah, if you don't run the heater and you don't do this and you don't do that, you get X amount of mileage. But like Mama Bear says, for us to have one here, you got to run the heater. You got to have this. You got to have that, and it basically cuts your mileage in half. Um, Other than that, what hour to 3 hour wait on the charge? Yeah, who's got time to sit around and twiddle the thumbs while the car's charging up? Um, yeah, I have enough to watch it. That's enough. The Stand. I never heard natural that movie, Natural Born Killers. That's the one movie. Bridges of Madison County put us to sleep. Natural Born Killers just screwed your head up because you just like, huh? What? What did you just watch? That was oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. There's a movie in Mom Bear and I watched the other night. It had a different twist on it, and actually it ended up being pretty good. Oh, Sam Elliott was in it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like putting the horse before the cart there. Okay, we're going to make it battery, but we're going to give you a gas engine. Uh, and the one thing that drives my elderly neighbor nuts is his last two Fords have got the when you come up to the stop sign and your foot's on the brake, shuts off. That absolutely drives him nuts. Well, that was crazy what you shared to me, Mike, about that shooting on the rail the other day, where the drug dog alerted and the guy went nuts and shot everybody up. Yeah, true. Yeah. There was, now that you brought that up, Mike, I remember watching, I don't know if they're still on YouTube or not, but where they were going in and it would salvage out the trains or rebuild the engines and repurpose them. And seeing some of those big, thick plates that a train engine's made out of, wow, no wonder cars never survive and the train just goes on down the tracks after they hose you off the front of the train. All right, there you go. You're clean again. Ah, okay. I hadn't kept up with the rest of the story on that, but okay. Yeah. But nope. Otherwise, gonna be an interesting week, I do believe, and things are gonna hopefully click right along and get going again. Right? I told my neighbor he could get that option for that, but he's I have enough trouble running my old flip phone, bud, and I'm like, yeah, you do. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Roger, you've did it again. You forgot these. Said he had a bunch of cords he wanted to tie it up and lay them there. Maybe I won't forget them next time. I don't know if Greg's still here or not. Oh, there he is, Mike. Yeah, he says twice a week. Haven't heard anything on the other guy other than he had to go in and get emergency fluids the other day after his treatment. Oh, okay. So they get your Ford fixed, or was that a different Ford you were having troubles with? They must be zapping you pretty good, Greg. Yeah, I gotta look up a couple of things. I thought you had a work truck that was a Ford that was giving you guys fits. So, I don't know what my problem is today. Oh, okay. Okay. I understand now. Well, guys, I've got a couple of things I got to look up. Kind of don't know too much right now. Just got a few things coming in, slowly picking up. So, Mama Bear says she's got a supper fit for her dog, and I'll be the dog tonight. So, there was a bit. Well, I can remember a lot of propane trucks and that used to run around back when I was younger. No, yeah, look up some engine parts. I gotta go see if they're marked back ordered or available or out of stock or what's going on. Oh yeah, Hank Hill would love them. So that's Competition Products out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. So really, huh? Uh, they've been really good. I've been using them more than Summit and Jags. I usually have them. Usually get parts from them, depending on what day of the week it is, in about 2 to 3 days. No, I think those got thrown out, or they got loaned out and never come back. Oh, but well, guys, I guess I want to look up these parts, get a hold of these guys, get something figured out. Ooh, banana nut bread, George. Yes, that sounds good. Yes, I do. Reason. Yeah, just competitionproducts.com. If it wasn't Tor, I'd hold it up to you. So, yeah, competitionproducts.com. So, yeah, Matt, and hopefully I'll get that Camaro and get the parts off that you want for that, too. So, uh, like I said, moved a bunch of stuff around and did a few things today. And so, well, it's starting off to look a little better this week, high water. So, well, guys, gals, everybody, y'all take care. And maybe we'll get a couple of videos pumped out this week. And otherwise, I guess I'll see you guys next Sunday night again. Oh, Mike. You're on a roll tonight. You're on a roll. So, hey, maybe next week I'll talk Mama Bear into coming out here and being with me. So, all right, Matt, I'll let you know. And, yep, all right, everybody. I got to get a hold of these guys, let them know what I need to do, and go from there. So, all right, y'all take care. Have a good one. And, oh, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So, all right, I'm out of here. You too, Ken.